This is example of lashing calculation where cargo is presented as a simple box. So let's start a new lashing calculation and select one of cargos. It will be, in this case, example box symmetric. And now we have data length, width, and height of the cargo, weight, position of center of gravity, and the wind exposed areas. Symmetric lashing is already ticked, and we can proceed to select the trailer. For this cargo, let's select low bed for axles. That's it. It looks that there is no need to do any shifting, but you can show just how it works. You can shift it 1 meter aft, 1 meter forward, or we can rotate it longitudinally. In this case, it's not okay. So we should shift it aft more, something like that. We can leave it like this, and let's proceed to lashing. So next step is to define the standard we are going to apply for dynamic loads. As you can see here, there are 4 internationally recognized standards: IMO, European standard, DNVGL, and North American standard for road transports. There is an option as well to enter any other standard. And there is, now it is already ticked, heavy modulus direct calculation. If heavy modulus direct calculation is ticked, as in this case, we have to fill in these data related to the slopes on the road. As you can see, by default, they are already filled in as 2% longitudinally and transversally. And the maximum speed of the trailer, for this trailer, what we selected is saved as 80 kilometers per hour. Let's put it limited to 50 kilometers per hour. A minimum curve radius on the route 700 meters, and the wind speed 30 kilometers. From this speed and from this minimum curve radius will be calculated side transversal load, centrifugal force actually. Apart of that, we have here definition of lashing. For lashing, minimum braking load is stated here 180 kilonewtons. What with the maximum securing load of about 50% gives about 9 tons safe working load. Friction cargo trailer is stated here. And friction material pressure capacity 2.5 megapascals is capacity. It will be, this figure is for information only, just to compare later on specific pressure and compare it with the capacity of material. Now we can proceed to lashing. Here we are. Now we got cargo with the trailer with the cargo in scale, everything here. And the first step is to define a number of lashing points we are going to start with. By default, there are already two lashing points are stated, and the side lashing and forward lashing angles are set to optimum. If we are happy with this, we just can confirm lashing points, and now you see all these buttons are now disabled, and you can see blinking lines appeared around side view and front view. And now we have an option to start to introduce lashing points 2 ways. One way I will use now extract from the manual, where it is explained how to define side lashing and front and aft lashing. So side lashing for definition. First step is this, as it is stated here. First click we must make in side area, inside area. After that, if we are happy with position, we must confirm it. We say okay, that's it. And now after that, we have to go to the front view, front or rear view, and click define Y position of the lashing point. Once we are happy with the Y position of lashing points, we have to confirm it here. If we will start, so this is the way of definition of side lashing points. But if we want to enter front or rear lashing point, then first click we have to do in this view, in front or rear view. And once we are happy with the position, we shall have three options to confirm it. We can press FA, or only forward or aft. FA means that this lashing point will be placed forward and aft symmetrically, or forward means that it will be placed only forward, and aft will be only aft. Again, after this confirmation, we will be obliged to define X position of the lashing point and confirm it by this button here. That's it. Now let's see how it works in practice. Let's introduce one lashing point here. See, as soon as I click in this area, this button is enabled, and you see confirm XZ. XZ is this area, and I click where I click. You can see the coordinates from this coordinate system. You can see the coordinates of this point. If you are not happy with this these figures, you can change them manually. For example, here like this. Okay, and now confirm it. Okay. You see, once this point is confirmed, these blinking lines disappeared, and we have blinking lines only here in this view. As well, we have one small red line here on this side, which is exactly on vertical position of this lashing point. Now, so by the next click, we shall define only Y coordinate. If I am happy with this, I can read the Y coordinate here. If I am happy, I can confirm, and that's it. We got two circles because I am doing symmetric lashing. So this is first lashing point, and now you see again after definition, after confirmation, second confirmation of this, confirmation of Y coordinate. Now again, all blinking lines, you see blinking marks appear all around both of these views. If I click again here and I confirm this position, again I have to define only Y coordinate of the lashing point. And if I say happy, confirm it. So we started with two lashing points, now I finished with two lashing points, and you see that now lashing installation button is enabled. I can click it. Fine, that's it. This is calculation, but you see that many of these lines are in red, so it means that lashing arrangement is not satisfactory. We can check the loads, how much load is going on lashing. 24 tons longitudinally aft, forward nearly 10 tons, and transversally about 4 tons. We can close it. And now what we are going to do, we should add one or two lashing points. Let's add two more lashing points. Add lashing points. Let's add two. Okay, and let's add them forward and aft. Here, like this, and now confirm X position, and now because they are going forward and aft on the same position symmetrically is on both ends of the cargo. Now we must enter the second one. but this time we'll put it only aft. Aft here. Okay, and now all 4 lashing points are defined, and we can check the lashing, and now it looks fine. It is okay. Now we can proceed to, we can check another option. You see that all this calculation is done for combined lashing. It means this lashing is sufficient, is okay for longitudinal and transversal loads. In some cases, maybe you can do 2 separate calculations. You can do it only for longitudinal loads, or you can do it only for transversal loads. Let's see what will happen if I press here only for transversal loads. If I want these lashing points to be used for transversal loads only, lashing installation, you see how it looks like. Now these angles are much steeper. Longitudinally they are very small, and so these side lashings are working very much transversally. And now, or if you want longitudinally, only longitudinally, then we have this. Okay. If we go back to combined lashing, okay, here we are. Let's see results. Here we are. You can see port side and starboard side tensions, aft, forward, longitudinal, transversal due to longitudinal loads, due to transversal loads, and lengths of each lashing, theoretical length in meters. Full information on which is stated in regarding the road, inclination of the road, the speed of the trailer applied in the calculation, calculated braking distance, wind speed, and so on. Everything is here. Calculated loads in center of gravity of the cargo are here as well, and here are dynamics converted in G. In continuation, we can see some more information. You can see here for each lashing line, you can see angles of the lashing. You can see angle coefficients, and you can see percentage of total load dedicated to each lashing. And in continuation as well, you can see length coefficients applied and transversal coefficients applied in the calculation. Uneven tensioning coefficient as well is here, 1.35. Applying this 1.35 and minimum braking load, maximum securing load 50%, we get effective working load of about 6.77 tons. So this is safe working load of our lashing, and based on this safe working load, all stresses are calculated. And now we can go back. We can go back again, and we can print complete report. Okay. It is in PDF. In this case, of course, if some other printer is attached to your computer, it will go there automatically to default printer. It is this one, and this. Good. If in some cases, if you need all this information in imperial units, you can just tick this box here, and one additional page will be printed for imperial units. That's it.